What is facial etching and what is its significance? Facial etching, in a modern context, refers to the study and interpretation of the lines, textures, scars, and other markings on the human face. It's not to be confused with artistic or cosmetic procedures. Rather, it's a term often used metaphorically or within forensic, anthropological, and psychological studies to describe how the etched features of a person's face, such as wrinkles, expressions, scars, and musculature. It can tell us about their life, health, emotions, or even cultural background. What is facial etching? Facial etching involves analyzing the permanent or semi-permanent marks and contours of the face, often as a form of reading the physical history of a person. These etchings include wrinkles and fine lines, indicators of age, habitual expressions, stress levels; scars or trauma marks, evidence of injuries, surgeries, or skin conditions; muscle tension and asymmetry, signs of neurological or psychological stress; sun damage and skin tone variation, clues about lifestyle, geography, and age; cultural or ritual markings. In some societies, facial etching is intentional, for example, scarification. Historical and cultural contexts. Anthropology and ethnography. In many indigenous cultures, facial etching is intentional, performed through scarification or tattooing to denote tribal affiliation, status, or rites of passage. These markings can be read as visual records of a person's role in society, achievements, or family lineage. Forensics and criminology. Investigators may study facial etching to reconstruct lifestyle, abuse history, or health conditions. Facial trauma or asymmetries might hint at repeated physical abuse or specific accidents. Traditional medicine. Some Eastern and holistic medicine traditions, like Chinese face mapping, believe that the face reflects internal organ health. For example, forehead lines may be linked to the liver. Under-eye bags might relate to kidney function. Nasolabial folds could indicate digestive system issues. Psychological and emotional indicators. The face is one of the most expressive parts of the body. Chronic facial expressions can etch themselves into the skin over time, providing insight into personality or emotional history. Frown lines, glabellar lines, might suggest frequent worry or concentration. Crow's feet often form from smiling or squinting, potentially signaling joy or visual strain. Downturned mouth lines may reflect sadness or aging, sometimes interpreted, fairly or not, as emotional disposition. This area overlaps with facial coding and micro-expression analysis used in behavioral studies, lie detection, and even marketing. What we can learn from facial etching. Biological age versus chronological age. The condition and pattern of facial lines often reveal more about someone's lifestyle, smoking, sun exposure, hydration, than their actual age. Health insights. Certain skin conditions or asymmetries can reveal underlying neurological issues, for example, Ehlers palsy, stroke history, or dermatological conditions, rosacea, lupus. Emotional and social habits. Habitual expressions can leave lasting impressions, telling us about someone's emotional baseline over years. Cultural and personal identity. Intentional facial modifications, tattoos, piercings, scarification, serve as narratives of cultural belonging or personal milestones. Emerging technologies and applications. Facial recognition AI now integrates analysis of skin texture and facial features to identify people even with aging or partial concealment. Medical imaging. Dermatologists and plastic surgeons use facial etching analysis to assess aging and plan treatments. Psychological profiling. Researchers are using facial mapping to investigate emotional trauma and PTSD markers. Ethical considerations. Judging character or health solely based on facial etching can lead to pseudoscience and bias, for example, physiognomy. It's important to combine facial observations with deeper context, medical history, cultural background, and personal narratives. In summary, facial etching is both a metaphorical and literal lens through which we can read aspects of human life. Whether it's the emotional weight of a lifetime of expressions or the physical toll of environmental exposure, Our faces carry stories, etched in skin, muscle, and time. When studied responsibly, they offer valuable insights into identity, health, emotion, and culture.